Hey guys, it's Elle. So recently on my Instagram page, I basically just kind of shouted out, hey, ask me any question you want. And I got so many amazing responses. Thank you so much. These are some of my favorite videos to do where I just get to talk with you guys and you guys get to kind of ask me questions and I give you feedback. So let me get started on the first couple of the questions. Okay, so this one comes from Beach Lover 0819, and she asks me, I'd like to do a smoky eye, but it always comes out horrible. Any advice on how to make these look like I see on the models? Such a good question. Okay, so when you're starting out with a smoky eye, it's best to use like 2 products or 3 products maybe, all right? So the easiest way to explain it to you guys is take an eyeliner, okay? So take any kind of eyeliner. I like to use ones that are crayon and you can kind of smoke out. And use them on the same family. So if you use like a black liner, use black and grays and maybe a taupe or something. All right, so I'm gonna say you're gonna use a maroon or a purple liner, all right? Okay, so what you're gonna do is, so here's a purple liner. This is by Votre Vu and it's in aubergine. But anyway, what you're gonna do is, let's see if we can go like this. You're gonna rim your whole eye, okay? So this is the top and this is the bottom, right? And what you want to do is you want to rim your whole eye. And then you want to take a brush. You can even take the back of this thing that comes with a little sponge, or you can take a brush that looks like this, or a pencil brush, kind of a smaller brush. And you want to smudge this out, okay? You want to smudge it out so the line is no longer there, but you have this kind of definition, all right? Then you want to take, I don't know, say a color like this. It's kind of like a violet purple. And you just want to kind of go over this on the top and on the bottom. Kind of just want to go over it with the same kind of family color, right? So this all kind of blends in together. I know this kind of looks crazy. And this is actually where your crease is. So you want to take this color up to the crease. And then what I would do is I would fill in your water lines with black and call it a day. And that is a smoky eye. So a smoky eye can only consist of like 2 things. So rim your eye and go over it with kind of a lighter shade of the same family and just kind of blend it in and up into the crease just right about here. And then go ahead and go into your water line with black. All right, great question. And I actually will soon do a video on a very easy 2-step, 3-step smoky eye. All right. So for our next one, this is from Life Love Glam. How to wear red wine colored shadows. Okay, she says it always ends up looking like my eyes are irritated, which is hilarious because so many people think we can't wear wine or red shadows. Now red is a little bit difficult, but wine is totally doable. But the thing you have to remember is you have to have kind of a break between where the red or the wine color is and your actual eye. So for example, say you're doing a beautiful kind of wine wash all over the eye, and then you want to use a brown or a black or a different color liner around your eye because it's going to break up that kind of sickly color that makes us look a little bit sick and then into our eye. So it's going to break it up. So you need something to break it up, which I actually really love, is something really kind of dramatic and outside of the box, but a wine kind of wash and then a teal kind of cat eyeliner would look beautiful with some great lashes, and some black mascara. I think that's a perfect way to wear wine. All right, on to the next. Okay, so Brandy XI, she said, what are your favorite foundations for humid weather? Okay, so humid weather obviously means that our skin's gonna be really dewy and glowy, like so quickly. So you really want to make sure that you work with formulas that are obviously oil-free and matte. So one of my favorite obsessions right now are 2 things. It's Armani's, let's see here, what is it called? Sorry, little detour there. All right, so for foundations for humid weather, obviously you want to do an oil-free formula, and 2 of the ones I'm obsessed with right now because they have a matte finish to them is this one by Hourglass, and it's called the Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation Mattifying. And then this one by Armani, and it's Mestro's Fusion Makeup, and it looks like this. And they both are quite matte, all right? So if you are already oily and you're already in that humid weather, these will be perfect for you. But if it was me and I'm a little bit dry, I would probably mix a matte formula with something like this, which is a kind of sheer formula or a moisturizing formula. So you can mix them together to kind of get that perfect finish for you. And don't forget primer. You want to have a mattifying primer in that humid weather. All right? All right, on to the next. All right. Okay, so this comes from Tiana Nicole. She says, favorite primers for dry skin, question mark? Okay, so this is a really difficult one for me because I have so many primers that I love. I am a big advocate of primers, but I love primers like that actually hide the pores as well. One of my all-time favorites, it's old school, but it's the Benefit Professional. And whether you have dry or oily skin, that one's kind of perfect for kind of across the board. Another one that's perfect for dry and oily skin is actually one by Arbonne. Arbonne only has one primer and it is amazing. If you have not tried it, find whoever your local rep is and do get it because it's awesome. You will love it. What else? Oh, I really like the It Cosmetics primer. Theirs is really great. And then for super, super dry skin, Makeup Forever has an elixir that's a primer. It's called like, I have it right here actually. Okay, so this one is the one by Makeup Forever that I was telling you about. It's the HD High Definition Elixir. That is a great primer for dry skin. All right. All right, on to the next. This one is by, and I'm gonna spell it, so forgive me. It's CLBOUDREAUX 1986. I'm slow and don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. But you comment on a lot of my pictures, so I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much. But anyway, she asked, have you ever had a client who has psoriasis, specifically on the face, or any other skin issues like it? And if so, are there any makeup or skincare products you recommend, even the pricey ones? And it's actually, she put her name at the bottom, it's Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. Okay, cool, great question. So I really wanted to address this one. So I got another question actually on Twitter about another skin condition called vitiligo. And vitiligo basically is white patches. It's the absence of pigment or pigmentation on your skin. So it's like the white patches that you have on your skin that people have. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing that's, you know, contagious. It's just basically absence of pigment inside the skin. So that portion of your skin, it did not create any melanin. So basically, she wanted to know how to kind of cover up vitiligo. So it's two separate things. So psoriasis, if you guys don't know what that is, basically it's a flaky skin that's either dry or oily, and it can be both, but most of the time it's dry skin patches that are all over the body, on the face. Now, for psoriasis, it really needs to be treated by a dermatologist. But what I always suggest is something that's really, really hydrating. So I'm a big proponent of olive oil. If you guys have noticed on my blog and on my Instagram page, psoriasis can really be helped by like a nightly kind of dose of olive oil kind of all over the face. Not a lot, you don't want to like cake it on, but you know, a dime size all over the face, and then you know, maybe a quarter size all over the body, things like that. I actually have a little bit on it, the back of my arms, and it's really hard to get rid of. So really what you want to do is make sure that you, one, go see a dermatologist so they can really recommend probably something oral and topical that you can take, but also to keep it as hydrated as possible. So, you know, kind of thick creams, things like that. First Aid Beauty has an ultra repair cream that I really love. You might want to put that where those patches are. You don't have to put it all over the face, but just put it where you need it. And then use moisturizing formulas like foundations that are hydrating and primers that are hydrating. Primers will really be your best friend when you have psoriasis because it gives actually a coating kind of over that kind of skin condition, so you can start to apply things over it. Powder is not going to be kind of your favorite thing in the whole entire world, so that's why I would stick to some hydrating formulas and then maybe some translucent in the T-zone. So I hope that answered your question, Carolyn. And for vitiligo, I know a lot of you guys out there have it. What you want to do is you want to put pigmentation into the light parts of the skin. So I recommend using a primer. Color Science is a great primer, and it's actually a bronzing primer that has SPF in it. I believe 20. And what you want to do is you want to put the color of your skin. So for me, I want to put this color into my spots on my face that I don't have pigmentation. So if you are African American, use a primer that has those colors, and you want to only put it in that area and really add pigment back into those areas. And then you can go over with your foundation and you will barely notice it's there. It's awesome. Okay, so let me know how that goes if you guys try it. All right, so that's all we have time for today. Keep your questions coming. I love to talk to you guys on Instagram and Twitter and all those things. So if you have any kind of beauty questions or anything like that, or even just like questions about life and want to chat, hit me up on my social media. I'm gonna do a few more of these videos coming your way. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and lots of love from me to you, and I will talk to you soon. See you on the next one. Mwah. Bye, you guys.